definitely someone out there.
Meet Tony, a popular British YouTuber from the channel, Hunting the Unknown, known for his eerie explorations of abandoned buildings and paranormal investigations. Tony typically ventures into the unknown with a group of friends, but tonight he's going solo, and what started as a regular night of exploration quickly spiraled into one of his most terrifying experiences. It's January 24th, 2023, a cold winter night. Tony plan tests the infamous Randonautica app for those unfamiliar. This app generates random coordinates, often leading users to mysterious or unsettling locations. At first, Tony thought it would just be harmless fun, but what he didn't know is that this night would leave him shaken to his core. Tony starts his adventure sitting in his car, excitement mixed with nerves as he talks to the camera. Little does he know the night is about to take a creepy turn almost immediately.
So this is called an S-box. Pretty much does the same thing. What the f***? Someone knocked on the car. Someone just knocked on the car. I know my lights knocked down, but someone just knocked on the car. So it's like tap. I hear noises. So yeah, let's show all the SB7. No, it's not SB7, sorry, it's a ghost box. Pretty much the same thing, does the job. I'm going to use that, and I'm not going to be here for long, guys, because I've seen these videos and they say things follow you and that when you do these Randonautica videos. I'm not too sure how true that is. Can't believe I'm doing this.
The light in Tony's car flickers, followed by a loud knock against the side of his vehicle. Startled but determined, Tony decides to step out and follow the coordinates given by the app. Armed with a flashlight and a camera, he walks toward the dark woodland, unaware of what's waiting for him. His journey leads him deep into the woods, where he stumbles upon an abandoned crypt, hid among the trees.
It's a crypt, man. It's a legit crypt. Oh mate, church bells are going.
The silence of the night is suddenly shattered by the eerie sound of church bells, ringing in the distance. The sound is chilling, but Tony presses on, determined to see what lies ahead. But little did he know, this was just the beginning from what he's about to experience.
What? Well, I heard someone scream.
A scream of baby's cry echoes through the woods. Tony freezes his eyes wide with fear, scanning the area. There's no sign of anyone nearby. Let's play back the sound so you can hear it more clearly. A child's cry in the middle of a dark forest. Late at night, it doesn't make any sense yet. Tony, in a mix of bravery and curiosity, decides to keep moving forward.
I don't want to go too far, guys. This place is just weird.
Tony's instincts tell him that something is very wrong with this place, and yet he chooses to stay. Tony presses on, but little did he know that ignoring those instincts would soon prove to be a grave mistake.
The first time, I've done this and I've actually got some spooky location. Usually I've done these Randonautica videos, it's taking me in people's private land or the middle of nowhere and there's nothing there at all, like fields. But this time, it's just a spooky place. I'm pretty sure I heard a scream. I was in the car, knock on the door. What the f?
A scream pierces through the stillness of the night. Tony, eyes wide. With terror, searches for the source, but he sees nothing. We'll replay the audio for you. And as you listen, you can definitely hear the scream, an unnerving and unexplained sound. Still unsure of what's happening, Tony continues further into the woods, his K2 meter in hand, which detects paranormal activity.
What the f is that? Sit down for a bit. Oh, yeah, sit down. I think it's gonna be one of the shortest videos. Oh my god, no, don't go off, please. I need to get going, guys, I mean, I can't. Oh my god, please. Hello? Who are you? Oh no, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away.
As the K2 meter starts lighting up, signaling something paranormal, nearby, Tony grows more anxious. And then it happens again.
It's like it's time to drain my light, I'm not sure. Not sure.
Once again, an unsettling and unknown sound can be heard as Tony's flashlight pierces through the dark forest. Something appears out of the darkness.
What is that? What the is that? What the What the
A pale white face watching him from a distance. The sight freezes him in place for a moment, but fear takes over. Tony bolts, sprinting back to the safety of his car.
I'm not sure what to see. A demon or something. I don't know what to see, guys. Guys, I'm getting out. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna have to go. I'm getting out of here.
Tony finally reaches his car and drives out of the woods as fast as he can. He made out unharmed, but to this day, it remains a mystery what he truly encountered in the forest that night.
I must say it's one of the spookiest nights of my life. I had laughs, screams, sorry. I just feel confused and I'm just a bit in shock at the moment.
Tony admits the memory has haunted him. The comments on his video were filled with speculation. Some viewers believed it was a demon, while others thought it was a prank. One thing, however, is certain: Tony's fear was real. Did you find this story shocking already? Prepare yourself, because it's only getting worse. This is Gaz, a YouTuber you might recognize from his channel, Grizzly Gaz. If you've been following us for a while, you definitely know him from previous videos. Gaz is a true outdoorsman, always exploring nature's most beautiful and historic sites. He often goes camp camping or van camping, always accompanied by his loyal dog, Fendi.
There she is, look. Living life. I'm in the woods again today, guys. Love a good woodland camp. Sun's shining, but still everything's pretty dead in here. Not much greenery yet, but it'll come, it'll come.
On March 25th, 2022, Gaz and set off for another woodland camping trip. It was a crisp spring day, the sun shining, but the trees were still bare from winter. Despite the lingering cold, Gaz was ready for another adventure. After hiking for about an hour through the dense forest, Gaz found the perfect spot to set up camp as Gaz prepared lunch: chicken tikka rice for himself and dog food for Fendi. The day seemed perfect, but what he didn't know was that this peaceful trip was about to take a terrifying turn after setting up his tent. Gaz chopped wood for a campfire and later lit it to cook dinner for himself. And Fendi, the forest was eerily quiet, but Gaz felt secure.
Look. I'm on dog's bed with dog's blanket. She's in my bed, look. What's all that about, mate? You've been kicked out of my own bed.
After dinner, they decided to settle in for the night, completely unaware that their peace was about to be shattered.
Pitch black. Oh, sorry. Gonna see if there's. I had some kids earlier just running about, messing about. So
around 1 a.m., Gaz was jolted awake by strange noises. Children laughing faint but unmistakable passing right by his tent. As anyone who knows G will tell you, he's not the type to ignore something like this. So he grabbed his flashlight and ventured into the pitch-black woods to investigate. And again, he heard it. Little the laughter of children in the dead of night. But as he peered into the darkness, there was no one to be seen. What could kids possibly be doing out here? In the middle of the night, deep in the forest. Gaz didn't seem too fazed and kept walking, but then the eerie laughter can be heard again, and this time much louder.
You can clearly hear it on Gaz's camera audio, captured loud and clear. But as he looked around, there was still nothing in sight. Unsure of what might be lurking in the woods, Gaz decided to return to his tent and wait it out.
Right then, I think that's about enough excitement for one night. What do you think? It's bedtime. Unless all happens during night, I'll see it morning.
Next hour, Gaz stayed awake listening for any more sounds, but exhaustion finally took over. The rest of the night passed quietly.
Morning. It was a fairly chilly one last night, wasn't it, mate? Huh?
Gaz packed up his tent and left the forest still haunted by the strange sounds he had heard during the night. Was it an animal? Or were there really children out there? And if so, why hadn't he seen them? Unfortunately, the mystery remains unsolved. When Gaz uploaded the video, many people in the comments expressed disbelief at how brave he was to stay in the forest after hearing those eerie laughs. But as we know, Gaz doesn't back down easily. Would you stay after hearing those sounds? Let me know in the comments below. Luckily, Gaz and Fendi didn't encounter anyone. This is Oliver, a YouTuber you might know from his channel, Firefly Fishing. His videos focus on the thing he loves most, fly fishing in beautiful remote areas. This time, he's headed to one of the most famous parks in America, Yellowstone National Park.
Well, if you guys have never been to Yellowstone National Park, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We have a sweet adventure in front of us today. Gonna go explore some rivers, explore some hikes, and not block the Yellowstone sign anymore. So let's get out of here.
Yellowstone, the first national park in the world, is known for its vast 2.2 million acres, geothermal features like Old Faithful, and stunning landscapes filled with alpine rivers and forests. It's the perfect place for a peaceful fishing adventure. It's July 29th, 2022, and Oliver drives through the park, eventually arriving at the Yellowstone River. The day is sunny and warm after hours of fishing with no luck. Just as he's about to call it a day, he catches a beautiful fish.
Wow, it's been a long day, guys. Not a whole lot of luck fishing. However, can't beat being in Yellowstone National Park.
Exhausted, he decides to head back to his car and find a place to park for the night, despite knowing it's illegal to camp outside designated areas.
It's about the best we got, guys. There's not a whole lot of cover, so if someone comes down here, I mean, we are sticking out in the open. I'm not gonna dare go off any side trail or anything like that. We're gonna stay here.
After driving for a while, Oliver finds a quiet, secluded spot in the woods. to park his camper.
Nice, look at this beautiful spot. Riverside camping, guys, in Yellowstone. Can't really beat that. Wow. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get back to the truck. Just take it easy for the rest of the night.
He enjoys the peaceful scenery and relaxes in his car until darkness falls.
Well, guys, I have been hanging out just for the last little bit here. It just got dark here, so I decided to hop in the back of the truck now, as I was getting pretty terrified with the grizzlies and all that good stuff, guys. Fingers crossed nothing happens in the rest of the night. It's been a pretty good night so far, pretty good day. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been an awesome adventure. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and I'll wake you up if anything else goes on the rest of the night, but I think we're looking all right, so I hope.
To call it a night, he settles in for sleep, unaware that his peaceful evening is about to be interrupted around 12:30 a.m. Oliver is suddenly jolted awake by the sound of a car approaching. Grabbing his bear spray and phone, he prepares for the worst. A loud knock on his truck and a flashlight shining through the window. Terrified Oliver stays silent, unsure of who's outside.
Hey, anyone's vehicle, Officer Tyler. You're here, man. How are you? Coming, sir.
Hey, dude, sorry to bother you, man. It's a little late.
No worries.
Unfortunately, there's no camping in here. Are you the only one in the vehicle, brother?
It's just me, man.
All right, can you step out? You got a license on you, brother?
Dude, I'll have to get my wallet, man.
Do anything? You okay? Where
Yeah,
you from,
man,
brother?
just, actually out of Boise. Just doing some camping. I did not know it was illegal.
Yeah, dude. So unfortunately, you can't camp in Yellowstone at this place. You're gonna have to. Yeah.
No problem. I do apologize.
No, you're good. Can you see ID, brother?
Yeah, here.
But soon enough, it becomes clear it's a park ranger doing his routine patrol. Oliver plays it off, pretending he didn't know. Camping here was prohibited. Fortunately, he gets away with just a warning.
Well, that was absolutely terrifying. I'm so thankful we got off with a warning there. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Do I recommend stealth camping Yellowstone? Absolutely not. So, anyways, guys, I will see you in the next one.
Relieved, Oliver drives out of Yellowstone, vowing never to return, or at least not for stealth camping. Again, stay tuned, because the encounters only get more chilling from here. You won't believe what happens in the final footage, but for now, brace yourself for what you're about to see next. This chilling footage was captured by Dustin, known for his TikTok channel, Dustin Lee Frazier, where he shares serene camping trips in stunning locations. This time, he was on vacation in Australia, enjoying the beautiful nature, until things took a terrifying turn. Dustin was staying in a cozy Airbnb nest in Ella, deep in the woods. After arriving late in the evening, he made himself some dinner in the small kitchen and went to bed hoping for a good night's sleep. But his peace was soon shattered at around 2 a.m. Something jolted him awake. A loud crash echoed through the house, like pots and pans tumbling over, startled and frozen in bed. Dustin listened closely. The noise stopped, and for a moment, everything seemed normal. Again, too scared to investigate. He stayed in bed, staring at his phone, trying to shake the eerie feeling. But then it found him, and his camera caught something horrifying. A man is seen standing, motionless in the hallway, just watching him. The man stood completely still, almost as if hoping Dustin hadn't noticed him. But Dustin had seen enough. Gathering his courage, he got out of bed to confront whoever or whatever it was. But as soon as he did, the figure vanished. He heard footsteps rushing through the house, and suddenly the front door slammed shut. The intruder had disappeared into the night, shaken and fearing for his safety. Dustin packed his bags and quickly left for a nearby hotel. But when he reviewed the footage later, something even more disturbing. Light adjusting the brightness of the video are red, a clearer view of the figure. A man wearing a tall hat and a white mask. As Dustin uploaded his video to TikTok, it caught the attention of many people. Viewers speculated in the comments that the figure resembled the Babadook, a notorious entity from Australian folklore and horror films. Luckily, Dustin escaped unharmed, but the eerie encounter left both him and his followers on edge. It's unsettling to realize how often we take the safety of our everyday surroundings for granted. If Dustin hadn't woken up, something even more terrifying could have happened. But now, let's move on to something even more disturbing. Meet Chris, a man who absolutely loves the outdoors. His TikTok is filled with peaceful hikes, camping trips, and nature experiences. But one video he posted recently, it was something entirely different. Something unsettling. Chris was out for a walk in the woods near his home, a place he's wandered many times before everything seemed normal. But suddenly, an eerie feeling crept over him, the kind of feeling that makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Chris couldn't shake the sense that he was being watched. At first, he brushed it off, thinking it was just his imagination. After all, he's a seasoned outdoorsman, right? But as he continued through the woods, that feeling only got stronger, and then he saw a figure appears in the distance. It wasn't just standing there, it was watching him, and worse, it waved at him. Chris, clearly rattled, calls out, "What's that?" His voice trembles slightly as if he's trying to make sense of the bizarre scene unfolding before his eyes. But just when you think the situation will escalate, the video abruptly cuts off. That's it. No follow-up, no explanation. Viewers were left hanging, desperately wanting to know what happened next. Since that day, Chris hasn't posted an update, leaving everyone to wonder what really happened in those woods. If you find these 5 encounters unsettling, then brace yourself for what you're about to see. Next, this is one of the most disturbing encounters ever recorded. It's July 6, 2024, a tranquil escape into the heart of nature, where the only sounds are the gentle rustle of leaves and the occasional call of Wildlife Carl, a YouTuber known for his channel Welcome to the Woods. UK is out on another of his solo camping adventures. His mission today is simple: check his trail cameras left hanging after a recent storm and capture the untamed beauty of the forest. But as he approaches one of his trail cameras, he finds something disturbing.
I have found some really bizarre tracks today. This boot print doesn't match my boot print. It does look fairly old, but it is very strange and it's quite big. So it's definitely a man or someone that wears a very, very big shoe. I'll just spin you around to show you it. Look at that. That's massive. My BK2 next to it. It's just slightly larger than my BK2. Oh, I want to trip myself out, but that looks like a toe as well. My God.
There imprinted in the mud is a large boot print. A boot print that doesn't belong to him. His curiosity peaked, and a sense of unease creeping in. Carl decides to reposition one of his cameras, hoping to catch whatever or whoever left those prints.
I think the best bet is to get my live camera, the one that I can pick up on the phone, which I put in a few weeks ago at a different location in the woodland. I'm going to go there now, retrieve that camera and program it onto one of these trees and get a reception, make sure it's working good on the phone, and then I can keep an eye on this area, even at home in my bed.
As day fades into dusk, Carl finds an ideal spot to camp, sets up his tent and prepares to settle in for the night after a simple meal. He tries to sleep, but the tranquility is soon disrupted.
But I'm absolutely shattered, so I'm going to get my head down. I shall see you in the morning. I don't know if you'll be able to hear, but there's definitely someone out there. Fuck's sakes. 2 seconds. Hello? I'll be honest with you, I feel like going. That might be exactly what I do.
A blood-curdling scream pierces the night, a sound so raw and pained, it sends shivers down Carl's spine. He jumps up, grabs his flashlight, and steps into the darkness, its flashlight cutting through the trees. But there is no one to be seen. Carl decides he's had enough. He quickly packs his things and heads home, leaving the unsettling forest behind, but the story doesn't end there. Back at home, Carl reviews the footage from his trail camera, hoping for some answers. What he finds instead is something out of a nightmare.
Early Thursday morning at 4:12 AM, this figure comes into view. Almost looks like it's trying to pull something down from a branch above, acting in a peculiar manner. Then the camera takes a further 2 still shots of it moving further off to the left-hand side of the woodland. So why is this person there at that time of the morning? Why do we keep hearing these shrills and shrieks? Is it paranormal? I just don't understand.
The camera captures a hairy, hulking figure, its movements deliberate and menacing. The creature seems to be pushing down branches, almost as if it's hiding something. The real question is, could it have been the source of that terrifying scream? The answers remain elusive, but one thing is certain: Carl's encounter has left us with more questions than answers.